with us, and we wish her all the best. And we hope to hear good news
Thank
for
you.
her later.
Thank
Ubi, let me sit down and get my pot ready.
Okay. Good afternoon, dragons and ladies and gentlemen. I am Ubi, a chartered accountant. I'm here to represent our team, me and Nadia, to pitch our business plan on creditshariah.id, the hub and for microfinance institutions in Indonesia. Indonesia is a very large country. It's 5 times larger than UK, and it has microfinance institutions all across the country. Thousands of microfinance institutions all across the country. According to Indonesian Central Bank, the MFIs can be in form of rural banks. Rural banks in Indonesia can also operate in urban area, and also it can be in form of cooperative finance. And it plays a very significant role in the Indonesian economy because it really supports national economic development. They give loan to the business to strengthen their business. However, in Industry 4.0, they are having a disruptions because fintech lending is coming. So the fintech lending is also targeting the same market as the microfinance institutions, while the MFIs doesn't have really enough capacity to compete also in the industry. We have already observed why they cannot really compete with the fintech lending, because we have even the biggest microfinance in Indonesia, they don't have any proper website to make potential creditors apply credits to their website, even the biggest ones. And we have already also discussed with some microfinance institutions in Indonesia, they don't have enough resources, either in humans or in human capacity specifically, and also in terms of money, because it takes a lot of money to set up an IT to compete in Industry 4.0. So they cannot really explore the opportunities that really exist in Indonesia. That's why we propose the creditshariah.id. We say that this is the first and only hub for microfinance institution. It actually works like a marketplace for microfinance institution. So they register to our website, and then they have advantage. It is secure, it is low cost efficient, it's managed by professionals like us. And it's also prudent because unlike the fintech lending, we just register and then we got the money, and some problems happen nationally or worldwide, I think. Because of the fintech lending, many people are actually in a debt trap in the fintech lending. But in our platform, we will really make a regulation that someone that can be given a credit is someone that can actually pay the credits. That's what will be in our platform. How it actually works. When microfinance institutions register into the platforms, and we have potential creditors propose their credits, and then we will redirect the proposals, the credit proposals, to our member near his locations, near the location. It's how it actually, in the first place, it works. We have also already invested £1,000 to make a minimum viable product that can be accessed through desktop browser or mobile browser. You can go to creditshariah.id, and we have already testing this to 100 people only are testing, so to know whether it works or no. And there are 7 microfinance already interested in our product. How we market this? We go, I think we will focus to price and the promotion. To sustain our business, we need money. So this is our revenue stream. We have a membership plan, basic plan, standard plan, and also the premium plan. The difference is the coverage area and also the marketing treatment that we will give into that area. The second one is the promotion. The best promotion when we deal with microfinance institution is to go through microfinance association. So we will do partnership with the microfinance association, so we can get the microfinance institution trust easily and better. So we think it will much be leverage our revenue by that one. our partner Nadia has already actually calculated in the first year we can get revenue for 26,000 in the first year with a profit of 26%. It's much money actually in Indonesia, and we are really optimistic to get this, and this is very feasible to get. What about the competitors? We have competitors, but it is non-direct competitors actually, because this is the first and only to make a hub for the microfinance institution. However, we have also anticipate the future competition. What we will do is that we will going to patent our products, so it makes a better entry barrier actually to go. So we can sustain the credit Shariah.id to continue serve microfinance institutions. Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation, it's great. I was particularly impressed by the level of testing and the kind of the conversion potential you've got with that.
Yeah.
What is your driver for wanting to do this? What's your why?
Why? I've been actually working with the microfinance institution. Each microfinance institution consists of 5 persons, at least minimum, 7 employees. And then one of my colleagues has a microfinance institution, and they need to close the microfinance institution because of the fintech lending. That's why the idea comes up. So I asked them to why don't you make the same fintech lending just like fintech lending institution do? They say we don't have any resources on that. That's why this comes up. It will help microfinance institutions. Remember that there are at least 3,500 microfinance institutions, just times 7. It needs to be supported because it plays a significant
I think
role.
the question I'm asking is when in 3 years' time or a year and a half's time it gets really tough, because it will.
Yes.
Because that's what always happens.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that gets you through that is you know what your why is, you know why you're not getting any sleep, you know why you're working 7 days a week, you know why you're doing all those things.
Mm-hmm.
So I love the idea. I'm interested in what your personal why is.
My personal why, of course, because I want to make more money.
That's a really valid answer.
Actually, we have I have a UBICO accounting, so it can be our product. It can be, it can sustain. It can just like integrated to my current business. That's why we are ready and to make this happen. Yeah, that's it. I think.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but the idea is that you serve as a hub for microfinance institutes so that they can essentially market themselves through you.
Mm-hmm.
How do you tend to reach the debtors, the people coming to get a loan?
To get along.
Yeah.
Promotions, of course, with the online and also the TV advertisement and everything. But I think the first one, of course, in the Google advertisement and social media advertisement. That's the first thing that we need to do. We have already gave marketing startup cost for 750. That's the first. That's I think the main thing that we can do first. The next step, of course, let's see how the revenue is coming, and then we can set up another things.
So my question is related to that. You said that currently most microfinance businesses don't even have a web presence. How are they doing business now? And how will they make the transition to being an online function like yourself?
Actually, they want to. They have a will to go into internet marketing. They just don't have any resources to set up the business, set up the IT things. So see this one, the opportunities. There is a very big opportunities in Indonesia. They have already a conventional market that already have, and then we need to strengthen this because again, just like in the first slide, we say that the fintech lending also target the same market as what microfinance do. So so it will sustain, it will keep their current market, and hopefully it will make the current market of microfinance can be bigger. So,
Because they're under so much pressure.
yeah.
Question. As far as my geography, what I know about geography, Indonesia's on a plate boundary.
Mm-hmm.
So lots
Sorry,
of
in what boundary?
you've got lots of volcanoes.
Oh, I
earthquakes
see.
going on.
I see. Yeah.
And my question for you is, if, for example, after 2 years, there's a huge earthquake and a lot of money you've lent out, people default. How resilient do you think your business will be, and do you have anything in place to counter?
Sure. Remember that my business is the hub. It's only the hub. It's everything. Any due diligence, the process will be actually goes to the microfinance institution itself. The money is from them. They will still need to check to do a due diligence to the customers. So it actually is spread out, and it's just the same as what we do now. We just strengthen the microfinance institution industry. So if you ask about how the credit Sharia ID will work, I think it will be very much resilience, because the money is from the microfinance institutions. They do the due diligence. They do everything to make the money can get them. They can get the customers can pay back to them. So it's still we will regulate this as prudent as possible. That's
And
it.
final question?
Can I just clarify? So, as
Sure.
I understand it, what happens is that at the moment, you have person-to-person contact with the MFI. So a customer wants some credit, they go in person to the MFI, and that's how that works.
Okay.
Is that, have I understood correctly?
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
So what's going to happen here is instead they'll go to your website because that's where they're looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That will then tell them who the right MFI is for them to go and talk to, effectively, and then you'll still end up with the person-to-person contact.
But in our website, yes, we need that. If we think we really need to clarify that, we still do that in the first phase. We have actually have in the stage 2 development, because after some long discussion, your questions comes up. How can we actually get rid of this person-to-person contact? In the phase 2 development, we will try to put a psycho test in our website, because according to research that anyone can actually be determined whether he or she will give back the money. Depends on the characteristics, and the characteristics can be measured by a psycho test. So we will actually integrate in the second phase, in the second phase, to include that kind of psycho test into our website. So it hopefully it can get minimize the person-to-person contact. That's it. And yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
That's great.
Okay.
Thank you
Thank you very much.
Thank you.